And here it is. When when I was in high school, college, I studied Chinese painting seriously, and so in those paintings, those are my early work, and in Song Yuan painting, and I found a place, although of this world, but it is so pristine and beautiful, and but with beauty and luminosity, and there is the transcendence I felt. I always feel at home there and timeless. And I said, I need to go back to that place where I call home. And the Chinese scholars call it the dustless world. And by chance, life arranged in such a way that in 1984 or 86, I was invited to inner city North Philadelphia, and the neighborhood looked like this on an abandoned lot. And I met Arthur Hall, a dancer choreographer. He has one abandoned lot next to his building, as you can see how dilapidated it is. And he said, why don't you do some art here? I said, oh, okay, no problem, not really knowing how. But then I applied for a little grant, and then surprised that they gave it to me. And so I was scared, and the city tore down 10 houses next to it. Now I have a big abandoned lot. I said I couldn't do it. I was frightened, and I was writing letter to say that I'm withdrawing from the project. And then the little voice in me told me, you have been searching it for a long time, and if you cannot rise to the occasion, the best of you will die, and the rest will not amount to anything. So that scared me. So I said, whatever, even though I don't know how to build it, but I can do something with the children. And then this is my first team. You know, little children from 3.5 to 13 years old. We want to plant trees. We didn't have money, so we make the wire team, and then and then Jojo helped me. Did we know what we were doing? Absolutely not, because after we come back the first summer and our sculpture looked like that, like the skin disease, I said, oh, this doesn't work, you know, and so we must do mosaic. So I learned mosaic, and this is another team of children helping me. Look, they're proud. And then the work, it's not that great, but we succeeded. We did it, and the children helped me. And then we made the painting, and it took me 3 tries, this huge mural. And adults begin to help to come in, right? And then so this is the mural that helped me to understand when it's done right, the process right, it has the power to transform space. And I learned this is what village looked like today. The trees, there was no tree. All the trees now become tree groves. And people say inner city has no resources. I said wrong, because our lack of imagination. We have abandoned lot, use our imagination, creativity. Adults came because children were happy. All my adults were drug addicted. And I said, no problem. Let's not go to the negative. Let's go to the positive and see what we can do together. And together we figured, we solved our own problem. And here is the transformation. I call it meditation park. I don't have personal wealth or technology and whatever, but I brought what inspired me. Chinese garden, Islamic courtyard. It is all by us, people who had no skill, little skill. We created our first tree of life, Persian influence, and it's still standing proud there. Another abandoned lot, another transformation, dazzling murals, and spaceship even visit us, a night full of stars. And so, this is, so when it snowed, the bad land is transformed to the land of enchantment. And people tell us that you are minority, you are Black, you are brown, and you're a woman, and you're poor, you don't amount to much. And I say we refuse to accept other people's prejudiced opinion upon us. And let's define ourselves. And we created an arts festival, and we make ourselves look beautiful and bold and proud. And we find we are just so lovely, full of talents. And we make puppets so big, and we march down the street. And then we share gifts with our community. And so this is spreading goodwill. And then here, look at that, how glamorous we look on our 10th anniversary. And the high point of our arts festival is the rites of passage. And here we turn first from abandoned land into beautiful place. Then we transform beautiful place into sanctified space of the spirit of our soul, for our soul. Our teens prepare themselves with ceremonial garment, with torches in hand. They walk into the meditation park, stepped on the platform, and the community parents all around with lights in our hand. We say, we will stand by you. We are your foundation. And the young people say that we respect you, we'll work hard, and we will bring our light to the future. At the Villager, I call this place the Villager of Arts and Humanities. And in Chinese name is Yi Le Yuan, which is more to the spirits. When we come here, we feel hopeful, we feel joyful, we feel the compassion, love for each other. And I realized that because I got in touch with my pilot light, and it light, and I stepped into my life. And then I want to light other people's dormant pilot light, to awaken the goodness and the creativity within all of us, so that we all shine together across the horizon. And this is how we can drive away the darkness, the evil, the egohood, the attachment, and the possessiveness, and the selfishness that pervades our land today.